Gadget and Gizmos, brought to you by Quicker Next, no ficker, chat quicker.
Connected cars, smartphones, wearables and connected aircrafts were not the only things that were setting the trend at CES 2015. Virtual reality had its own highlights. Oculus Rift, which is now a Facebook company that started it all with virtual reality, saw many takers at CES, and one company that was showing it off was Samsung. Samsung's Oculus-powered Gear VR that will cost about $200 as an accessory to the Galaxy Note 4 wooed many that attended the CES this year. This new addition to the Samsung family comes with a 5.7-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display with 2560 by 1440 resolution, while the optical lens included offers a 96-degree field of view. Not to mention, the device contains a whole bunch of sensors to heighten the experience, including an accelerator, gyrometer, geomagnetic and proximity sensors. The Gear VR took a while coming and did have some teething problems on its way. That said, it did arrive and it also made an appearance at CES. You will definitely need a Samsung Galaxy Note 4 to use it. Well, Gear VR is something that will revolutionize how we watch videos and play games on our smartphones for sure. Drones sure did capture imagination and literally took the camera to the skies in the year 2014. And the 2015 Consumer Electronics Show featured a couple of interesting ones. Intel invited the winner of its Make It Wearable competition, which it launched a year ago at CES 2014, on stage to demo the Nixie wearable drone.
Can we see it live?
I think we should give it a try.
Okay, so...
The drone attaches to the wrist and launches into the air to record what you're doing with a bird's eye view. It detaches itself from the wrist by flexing its limbs, which doubles up as propellers. The design was the winner of Intel's 2014 Make It Wearable contest. It uses an Edison chip to track where you are and records you with its inbuilt camera, while also avoiding potential obstacles in the path. It includes a processor, Bluetooth Low Energy radio, and an engine that is dedicated to working out different sporting activities. Another interesting drone at the CES 2015 was from the only Latvian company present at the convention, called AirDog. AirDog was also announced the winner of the Best Robo Drone title and landed second in the Best CES 2015 Awards overall poll. It started as a Kickstarter project, and it is one drone that follows you and films you as you go on an adventurous ride. One thing is for sure, that drones of the future will sure be intelligent and have a brain of their own. It's not like there were no 4K television magic this time around in CES. Companies like Samsung, Sharp, Sony and Panasonic all showcased their display technologies at the convention. But the one that impressed us was from Sony. They came out with the world's thinnest 4K TV, and there were a lot of oohs and ahs at the remarkably silhouette design. It really is a wonder of modern engineering. Sony's new XBR X900C and X910C Bravia 4K Ultra HD TV models feature an ultra-thin floating style that is just 4.9mm at its thinnest, and nearly frameless shape can be mounted right up against the wall as well. The 3840 by 2160 displays are backed by the new 4K processor X1, which Sony says allows for improved color, clarity and contrast, while also enhancing 4K content streams. Sony gave up on the idea of developing their own smart TV interface and just went the Android way. The Android TV operating system to Sony's 2015 line of Bravia 4K sets with voice search via the included remote is much easier and seamless. The 4K UHD TVs will be available this spring, although no pricing details were announced. Let's just assume expensive for the higher end models and hopefully well worth it. Internet of Things is a concept that we have been hearing about for some time now, and the idea of smart homes is not far off. Many household smart devices were showcased at CES this year. LG's HomeBot was one of them, and it manages to deliver on key pieces of the connected home mantra. HomeBot's scheduling functionality is easy to set up on an app. The device includes premium features like 2 front-facing RF cameras that help it detect dust, 2 rotating brushes that allow it to pick up particulate matter regardless of which way it's oriented. HomeBot isn't a comprehensive connected home solution, but it is a solid start, and yes, HomeBot doesn't do stairs. But the cherry on the cake was from a Kickstarter project that is all set to make the movie iRobo come to reality. Meet the best personal assistant ever by a company called RoboBase.
Good morning, Thomas. Time to get up.
She's not just a pretty face, she's artificial intelligence. She sees the world the same way we humans do.
I just sent the meeting notes to you and Thomas.
It can recognize faces, emotions, and everyday objects. It also wakes you up and reminds you about the next meeting, and she builds up her own map of the house with her navigation and mapping algorithms. This personal assistant is also able to communicate with all your connected devices. And although it's a Kickstarter project, but the company RoboBase is all set to start shipping these personal assistants by Christmas 2015. Cameras were also present at CES 2015 this year, and the ones that will be coming to India for sure are from Canon and Nikon. Nikon showcased the Nikon D5500 DSLR at the CES 2015. The Nikon D5500 is a new DSLR with a number of Nikon firsts. It's the first time that the company has featured a touchscreen in such a product, and is also the smallest DSLR to date. But that doesn't make it the smallest on the market. The D5500 has a 24.2 megapixel APS-C sensor at its core, with the optical low-pass filter removed for heightened sharpness, alongside the latest X-Speed 4 image processing engine. Add a 39-point autofocus system, improved live view, autofocus, large 3.2-inch LCD screen, up to 5 FPS continuous shooting, Nikon speedlight compatibility, and there's a lot to love about the Nikon D5500. With the all-new gadgetry in place, the D5500 sure looks like a worthy upgrade to the Nikon D5300. Canon showcased a lot of new compact power shots at the convention. And the top of the stack this year was the 30x optical zoom PowerShot SX710HS, a megapixel packed update to the last year's admirable SX700HS model. But that's about it as far as it goes. 20.3 megapixel means more pixels, not more meat. Still, as it builds upon the foundation of one of the top travel zooms available today, it is bound to be a cracker when it lands in stores this February, and will cost more than Rs 35,000 when it lands up here for sure. CES 2015 is a place where innovations and technology meets reality, and this year's convention sure was diverse. From connected cars to HomeBots, from Internet of Things to virtual reality, it had it all. And as always, CES promised one thing, that the next level of human evolution will definitely come from technology. And Las Vegas is a city that couldn't agree more. And and these fountains at the Bellagio describe it all. And with that, it's time for us to say goodbye on this edition of the Gadgets and Gizmos show. If you have any comments, queries or suggestions, tweet us at HLTGizmos. You can also email us on htg@aajtak.com. We'll see you same time, same place next week. But for all the news and updates, keep watching Headlines Today.
Gadgets and Gizmos brought to you by Quicker Next, no ficker, chat quicker.